Rise and shine, party people. It's the place to be. Live from 58 Dream Street. James of the Games. Happy Saturday. Saturday morning around these parts of the world. Hey, Robinson Coolio, I think. Cool. I'm sorry, I don't know. I've changed my setup a little bit here, and it's going to be a moment before I have my monitor screen close to me. I've got the smaller laptop screen. I'm switching it up. Normally, because I'm always doing classic games. Hello, Robinson. I'm normally doing, classics, and so I tend to actually play the game on my small monitor and then use my big monitor for a spreadsheet where I take notes, because Pool of Radiance is not improved by being stretched to the size of a 20 whatever inch widescreen monitor. Okay, but today we're playing Inscryption, a game that is, it's not new anymore. It's new to me, and it's new-ish in the big scheme of things. It's relatively new. Here's what I know about this game. And if you've ever started to read a review of it and then stopped, and that's the only encounter you've had, this is what you've heard about it too. It's a deck builder. But you should go in blind. That's all you should know. So, I know I'm primed to expect surprises. Guided by Voices a few minutes ago now said you're going to love Inscryption, and I suspect this is true, that I will love Inscryption. But I don't know. Let's hear it. Okay. Thank you, Robinson. I always try my best to just gut through it with as little help as possible, but it's good to know that it's there if I need it. So I'll ask if I need it. Okay, so I gotta launch the game and get everything up and get going here. So I've launched. We're just waiting. Okay, it's up, but it's not captured. It's being played right now. Why is OBS not capturing it? It says it's capturing the right thing. It's lying to me. The frustrating part here, Guided by Voices, and everybody, is that I tested this 2 minutes before I started, and it was working just fine. Okay. Well. Ha! Okay. It just took a little while. Fair enough. Okay. And now, so that I can see chat messages, I will play in the window, but while watching my monitor stream of the show. Hopefully I'll make myself smaller if I'm covering anything important. This is another thing that's kind of new to me, because normally when I'm playing my classic games, they don't need the whole screen, right? So I'm not overlapping them at all. Okay. Let's fire this up. Let's find out what's going to happen. Let me know. Well, I did the most basic research of going to the Inscryption channel on Twitch and just looking. I was like, some people are doing just the one camera position I always do. So hopefully that covers us. Let me know if the audio needs to come up or down, and let's find out. Let's find out what this Daniel Mullins and his band of miscreants has in store for me. Published by Devolver Digital. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Is it really an indie game of the past 5 years or so if you aren't in some way meta playing the game? if you're not going to find out that you're in the game or have a framing device that you're playing the game, you better learn something trenchant about mental illness. Okay. Well. Oh, it's going to tell me. I was like, I know this is a quit, but now we know for sure. Credits. Options. I guess I should look at what my options are. Okay. For sure. So, I know at its core, this is a deck builder that is obviously going to also do some other stuff. I think this is all fine for me. What are these options? Fine for me. What's this option? I can work with this. Thank you. Continue new game. I'm not allowed to start a new game, so already it's mysterious. What am I continuing? I don't know. Cool. Okay. Okay. So most of the... Oh, all 3 volumes to 3? Alright. I missed my window there, Robinson. But I'll definitely... Ooh. Yes. Here's the new challenger. If I find I'm dissatisfied with the audio, I'll go back to the menu and implement your suggestion. Perhaps you have forgotten how this game is played. Perhaps I never knew. Or perhaps the twist is that I always did. I've heard that the music... Actually, I haven't heard the music is good. I inferred it must be because they're selling the soundtrack on GOG for not like $2. Allow me to remind you. Yes. Play the squirrel card. Where should I play it, sir? Looks like that's my choice, but okay. Now play your stout. What's happening? Okay, keyboard action. Cool. I will play the stout. Stout costs 1 blood. Sacrifices must be made. And the squirrel is trembling. And I can see the squirrel has... Continue reading. The smaller the deck, the better it is to get better cards. An honorable death. Play the stout. I will put the stout here. The stout has 1 claw, 3 hearts, and I guess the blood drop is its cost. Okay. Wolves require 2 sacrifices. You don't have enough. Ring the bell to end your turn and commence combat. Your stout stands unopposed. The number on the bottom left is its attack power. 1. Yes, thank you, sir. I had inferred that. Your stout dealt me 1 damage. I added it to the scale. Okay, very cool. You win if you tip my side all the way down. Okay, so... Alright, that's an interesting mechanic. It's not necessarily that there's a hit point total, it's the balance of damage. Like this. My turn. My stout is on 3. Okay. And my stout stands in the way of his coyote. His coyote, which has 2 attack power and 1 heart. So the coyote did 2 damage to the stout. This means your stout's health is 2 less. If creature's health reaches 0, it dies. Yep. Just like in real life. It's your turn again. Just go with squirrels. Whoops. Clicked in the wrong spot. You may draw from your deck, or you may draw a squirrel. Well, yeah, I gotta get a squirrel. Because I don't have enough blood. I don't have enough potential sacrifices. How dull. Well, what do you want me to do, man? You said it yourself. I can't do anything with my wolves. I have played a lot of video games, it's true. Which is not to say that I object to receiving tips. Okay. So yeah, I could do the wolf, but I would like the stout to get a little... Like, the stout doesn't have a turn to do a real attack on an animal in front of it. It's just attacking these floating eyes. So let the stout have some fun. Boom. You know you can play more than 1 card per turn, right? Because you are learning, I will pass. Well, that's a sucker's move. A random card from your deck, or the certainty of a squirrel? Well, I like surprises. Okay, leave him for 3 more rounds. Ooh, a river snapper. Requires 2 blood. I can't even see the entire card. Is there something I can... Ah, yes. Just pressing the down arrow again. River Stout, or River Snapper, sorry, as a turtle, has high health and basic attack. But, in the interest of finding out, I'm going to go right in. I'm going to bring in a wolf. Sorry, squirrel. Sorry, stout. Fear not. The beast is sacrificed, not removed from your deck. Its suffering was real, but you will see it again. Okay. Huh. Well, that is what it is. Sorry, stout. Alright, stare right into those creepy eyes and ding that bell. 3 damage dealt, 3 weights on the scale. Look at your eyes, man, you're losing it. Pass. I mean, I'm never going to learn if you don't at least try to defeat me. I'll take a squirrel. And ding it. You've won this match. Sure, but I don't feel like I accomplished that much. They won't all be so easy. Oh, that makes sense. I hadn't put that together. I was interpreting his hypno eyes as him being upset. Like he's like, ah, which doesn't make sense because he's letting me win. Why would he be upset that I'm hitting him? Okay. Let me recall your story. Yes. Oh yes. You were lost deep in the forest. A single path revealed itself. Okay. Whoa. I had a feeling this would be a get a new card Two denizens of the forest approached you tentatively. Oh. I tried to shake it around with my eyes closed and let go, but I flung it away. There. Okay, left. The caustic adder. Damage from its poison is always lethal. Nice. Oh, there's no blind choice here. The undying cat. Sacrificing the poor beast does not kill it, because it has 9 lives. Only one may grace your paltry deck. I would also say cat. We're on this, possibly for different reasons, Robinson. You might have some gameplay influence here, knowing how the game works. And I suppose I could even look at their stats and make a decision there. I like cats. Many lives. Behold the rule book. Appendix 12, subsection 6. Abilities, page 20. When a card bearing the sigil of sacrifice, it does not perish. Has no ability to attack, which is not at all what a cat is like. Stimpinski! Hello! Welcome back. I saw in the Discord that you went all out in Hamburg. Came down with a lot of board games. The only one that I remember from the pack, just off having scrolled through it really quickly, because Greg said, as we were starting up the show last night, Greg was like, wow, Stupinski bought a lot of board games in Hamburg. You got Terraforming Mars, which I don't know if you've ever played it. I played it once, and it's like a really, really good game. I really enjoyed it, and its cards and stuff are designed in such a way that they're like all of its pieces and bits, cards and the board, they all do a great job of like communicating dense amounts of technical information very clearly, like all the stats and stuff and their interactions, and they're like hideous. It's like they worked up a concept sheet that they would give to an artist to be like, we kind of want the things to look like this, and then realized they had no artist budget and was like, oh geez, can we just send the concepts to the printer? Another creature joins your caravan. So we're playing Inscryption here. Some of the creatures of the forest seem willing to follow you. I have that effect on cats. Well, let's go on to the sign. Is this a road sign? You came across an abandoned sack. You found a squirrel in a bottle. Break in case of emergency. But won't the squirrel suffocate? But okay, I get the idea here, because you can only draw one squirrel per turn by the standard rules. But I can smash the bottle, have an extra squirrel, and have a second. Oh, thank you. Another useful implement. I'll allow you to tip the scales with it. Okay. Wire cutters or pliers? I hang on to items of any kind of consumable item in any kind of game. I hang on to until I'm forced. Which really paid off for me recently in Pool of Radiance. The only consumable item in the whole of Pool of Radiance that I was using, I used up the Wand of Missiles because it was extremely valuable. Did not cast Magic Missile like you might think. Yeah. But then everything else I still had in the final battle. And I was able to work out I was able to make it work and actually win that difficult fight. 3 is as much as you can carry. Okay, good to know. I have space for 3 items in my sack. This is probably combat. You were ambushed while crossing some rough terrain. You sacrificed me while I was sleeping. It was the right play. I get it, maybe. You'll help me? Play along for now. Yeah. You may now see my moves ahead of time. Yes, that is absolutely true about a second playthrough. In most cases. I'm pretty sure. We'll find out, because eventually I'm going to get Danielle to play Final Fantasy VI with me. Really, the big obstacle now is me just getting the arc done for the stream overlays. And the fact that we agreed to play an RPG in real life with my buddy, which is probably going to take up the time Danielle is willing to devote to gaming for a little while. I always get to the end of Final Fantasy VI and finish it and have a bunch of unconsumed mega elixirs and stuff. Hey, ogre battle. Yeah, I'll update you on my ogre battle adventures soon. You may now see my moves ahead of time. Okay, so he's going to place a wolf cub into this spot. A wolf cub. Fledgling. Card bearing this sigil will grow into a more powerful form after one turn on the board. Okay, that's good to know. It's got 1 attack power, 1 heart. So obviously, the wolf cub will become a wolf. It has to fight its way through a boulder before it can hit me. Although, I suppose that also means... Uh-oh. Hold on a sec. Yes, I know, sir. Just a second. Guided by Voices started with... I had never played a Final Fantasy game before, but started the 7 remake a few months ago. And then you can read the rest on the screen. People on video on demand. Yeah, it's they're getting the most out of their remake there. Multiple episodes and stuff. Final Fantasy VII, there's a lot to be said for it. Okay. The River Snapper. Stout. Well, I mean, I guess I gotta put a squirrel out there first. So, squirrel. You just go here by the stump. Sure. And then... I can summon the cat. The cat does no damage. I'll just summon the stout for now. Cat for squirrel? Well, I'll check this out. Oh, but on 1. Okay. So on the position that I didn't use. Oh, wait. Hold on. I should ask you something for communication purposes, Robinson. Left is 1. Okay, I don't need to ask you now. You answered me. Right is 4. Okay. I'm going to do it, knowing nothing about why I'm doing it, just to see what happens. And then I'm not going to start busting my squirrel bottles just yet. Mind the ambitious wolf cub. It ages swiftly. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well. So I let the stout kill the cat? Right, because the cat doesn't die. Just chew it. It's the 9 lives gimmick. Here we go, says the stout. So obviously, okay, one of the things this game is going to surprise us with is that the cards, at least some of the cards, are characters. Alright, ding the bell. The airborne bat flies over creatures to attack directly. Oh, I'm losing. Ah, my bat flew right over your stout. Well, my stout is going to kill your bat, so screw you, buddy. Yeah, so I don't need a squirrel right now, so let's get a wolf out here, but yeah. For me, it was Waffle Syrup. Waffle Syrup told me about this game a year ago. And literally, it's a deck builder, but also it's like, oh, you gotta go in blind. And I was like, alright, I'm sold. Oh, no, wait. I'm gonna want to put the River Snapper in place of this boulder once the wolf kills it. Or perhaps I could just, if I put the wolf there, I can kill the wolf. No, kill the snapper? Fire Emblem Three Houses is an excellent game. I don't think it's I think my favorite Fire Emblem is still Awakening. And I recently went way back and did Blazing Blade, and that was great. I'm clearly overthinking this. Okay. Just gonna get the River Snapper working on a stump, I guess. I feel like at least some Fire Emblem games, Stimpinski, would be right up your alley. Maybe not Three Houses. Alright, I'll take squirrel. So I put the squirrel here, and then sacrifice squirrel and cat, put my wolf down, and kill their wolf. Oh, that is good. That is good information. Thank you, Robinson. My hand's also empty, but we're in pretty good shape here. I was disappointed to hear that, because like, usually with most of the Fire Emblem games I've played, the worst thing you can say about the story is just that it's a little like by the numbers. But even within those contexts, I've generally found that the dialogue is pretty good. So I was disappointed to hear that about Engage. Although I was happy to hear that they really got it more going on with the tactical combat. I'll draw a wolf, but I think I'm pretty happy right now. My wolf and my stoat are landing hits. The River Snapper will finish off this thing. Yeah. 3 more damage. And then, what, you're not taking a turn? Wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh, you have to draw. It's like, why won't it just let me give up? I mean, not give up, but end my turn so I can probably win. Boom. You prevailed and trekked onwards past the now bloodied terrain. Okay. The young wolf cub. It grows into a wolf after a single turn. Oh, that's alright. Doesn't need to be a perfect run. First time I play. The meek sparrow. An inexpensive, if feeble, flying creature. So again, just to confirm to myself, yeah. The deal with the sparrow is it directly hits the enemy. Wolf cub grows into a wolf after 1 turn. And I think I agree with you. Right now, the wolf cub seems like the better choice at the moment. Onward! You stumbled into some strange stones in the mist. An ad? Is my stream playing ads? That shouldn't be happening. You were compelled. Welcome back. You are compelled to choose a worthy sacrifice. One that will be lost forever. Oh ho. Okay. I thought that the, yeah, I'm definitely, ugh. Emotionally this is tough for me, but I think here's the thing. If this was a kitten, I couldn't choose it over a wolf cub. But the cub is, you know, he's got growing up to do. He's got his whole life ahead of him. I thought that affiliate streams only played ads at the start, unless you turned on ad breaks, which I haven't done. Oh, I see how the sacrifice is going to happen. Sorry, kitty cat. You looked upon your menagerie and selected a healthy host. Choose the cub? Okay. This is demented. A ghastly spectacle, but the soul of the cat now lives in the wolf. Oh! Wow. That's really frustrating. Particularly because I'll let you in on a secret, folks. That's the impression I got, Robinson, which is cool. And it's good to know the cat spirit is living on, because I do, you know, killing a cat is a dicey thing for me. Yeah, I do not make a lot of ad revenue off this stream, which is fine. Behold my totem. It inscribes my canine cards with the airborne sigil. Okay. Jeez, man. It's a little intense, don't you think? Okay. So what's his plan? He's sending out a coyote. Oh, which is airborne because of his special totem. So obviously, I will want to make the coyote dead. The bat is airborne of its own volition. I also want that dead. Sky's red. Return to power draws near. Awaiting reprisal. Death will be their acquittance. Have you forgotten the items I've given you? Tisk tisk. No, I haven't forgotten the items. I am just an item hoarder, sir. Oh, right, you did say that. And you know what? The game is also urging me to smash a squirrel bottle. And since my wolf cub has the cat property... Oh, there's no smashing the bottle animation. Well, that's okay. I can also bring a full-grown wolf to play. Okay. Oh. You gotta be careful when smashing a squirrel bottle, because if you kill your squirrel in the doing of that, you cannot blood sacrifice them after. All right, ding the bell. My totem has granted my coyote the power of flight. It is Saturday morning. The extension of Friday night. For people much younger than me. I had a healthy sleep. Okay. Let's see. I've got the whole his cards attacking me taken care of, and he's not sending anything. ET, end turn, SS, start screen. Okay. Makes sense. You read my mind. Or I read yours, Robinson. My immortal wolf. Ding that bell. You're 2 damage away from winning. Okay, well then I'm gonna win, dude, because... Use the pliers? And when I hold on to the pliers. Because the pliers are just for gimmicking the balance, right? But I'm gonna tip the balance. I'm just gonna let it go. You want to see my reaction? Well, you will, but I'm gonna hold it. We're gonna have delayed gratification here for all of us. Haha! Disassembled the totem? Impressive. You may yet survive this ordeal. You mean my character in the game, right? Not me. Knock on wood. I will. Three cards to choose from. The Conniving Raven. A blight upon the skies. The Sinister Adder. The Proud Wolf. A vicious contender. What's this? What's this thing that just appeared? I don't know. But, I'm gonna take the Raven. Raven not that good? Go with the Adder? The Adder was my second choice, because obviously, like, I've got wolves. I want a flyer first. I'm sorry, Robinson. I'm not trying to be iconoclastic here. Or contrary. We'll get an Adder in time. Alright, so this is another sacrifice totem. And this is like a... Well, this is true. This is true. Okay. Well, for variety's sake, I want to find out. What's a campfire like? You came across a small group of survivors. Hey folks, survivors of what? Faces shrunken from starvation, they huddled around a campfire. They looked upon your group of creatures and beckoned. Come, warm one of your creatures by the fire, one said. Warm it by the fire, that will enhance its power, said another. You noticed one of the survivors wiping drool from their mouth. Okay. I had a bet. Alright. So. Yeah, if this is a power enhancer, I do think the River Snapper is what I would want to do. Because the River Snapper obviously has sturdiness going for it. If we get him hitting a little harder. As long as this isn't a trick where they're going to eat my turtle. The fire warmed the poor River Snapper, enhancing its power. One of the survivors reached toward it. Hey! Smack his hand. Another gnashed their teeth. Listen, you're not eating my turtle. Without a word, you pulled the River Snapper away from the fire and left. Alright. I had a feeling that they were going to do something weird. It wasn't going to just be like, you rested the campfire. Let's play cards, buddy. So what's going on here? Oh, we're in the forest, so 2 grand furs. Can't fly over it. But also, the computer's not an idiot, so he's just putting a sparrow in here. Not yet. Okay, so the grizzly's coming forward. It is very strong. It hits quite hard. Sparrow's coming forward. It hits me anyways. Doesn't hit that hard. So I'm going to start by getting the wolf cub out in front of the sparrow. Because it'll just get killed right away if I put it down in front of the grizzly. We'll let the grizzly come forward. I'll have to take my lumps. Oh, no, I shouldn't. Or should I? I don't know. It's too late now. I'll take a hit here from the grizzly. And then I have to do something. Yeah, what's the worst thing that could happen? I die and the game eats my soul in real life? That'd be quite a twist. Alright, what am I going to try to be doing here? Oh, yikes. At least that one has to bust down a tree before it comes and kills me. So, obviously the wolf has the sparrow taken care of. And it's my immortal. I need a squirrel so I can summon a wolf who's going to be immediately killed by the grizzly, but he'll start working on the grizzly. That's the plan. Who knows? The wolf. Well, you remember Guided by Voices said I'm pretty good at figuring out game logic. Oh wow, I somehow hadn't noticed the airborne cards doing that before. That's great. Ding! Okay. What is my plan? I gotta stop a grizzly is what I gotta do. So, I need a squirrel. No, I didn't need a squirrel. Well, yeah. I have no plan here. Sacrifice the raven, I guess, to try to slow them down. I don't know. Oh, yikes. Ding, 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 ding. I haven't lost yet. Astonishing. Although I can't imagine that I don't lose almost instantly very soon. What am I going to do here? Draw a card. It's a wolf. I can't summon it. I ding the bell. Wait. I can summon it. So, kill a grizzly and hope that I have, great capacity for pain. Ding! You've lost. Using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Yes, that was... My feeling was like, I'm going to lose this. And if I have to try it again and I start to lose it, that's going to be the time when I want to break out the pliers. Get up. Get up from the table. Okay. Fetch me the candlestick from atop the barrel beside the door. Okay. Bring it here. Ah! Sir, I wish that you didn't do... I wish you hadn't revealed that you have hands. I liked you better when you were disembodied eyes. I can also kind of tell now that you have a forehead. You're making me uncomfortable. Now sit back down. Let me explain something to you. It's got that look to it. That was one of the 2 mistakes you can make here. If you make another, I must sacrifice you. Now, where were we? Sir, this seems like a rule that should have been clearly communicated at the start. I'm not sure I want that. Ooh, is this items? Let's go this way. Okay, so I carry on. I don't get to do the battle again. Alright, well, if I get in trouble again, I'm definitely using the pliers, because he will sacrifice me otherwise. The ornery porcupine. Sharp quills await those who dare attack it. Retaliate damage. A wolf. The flighty elk. It moves after attacking. And I assume this means that it moves to the right? Yes. To attack. I'm not sure. Is that something I'll discover on my own? I hadn't even thought about there being, like... I guess, obviously, there's a story so far. Like, what's clear to me is I'm walking through the woods. There's been some event. Okay, if I won't find out on my own, sure. Well, I like the sound of this flighty elk, but the porcupine is cheap to summon, and I do like retaliate damage. Come along, porcupine. Join the band. A rock may get you out of a hard place. Yeah, this would have been great. Would have loved to drop a boulder in front of a grizzly there. Choose one. Yeah. What? Choose one twice? Well, I guess just for variety then. I'll take a squirrel bottle. Oh, interesting. Feeling overburdened enough with a full 3 items. You carried on. I like this is all past tense so far. This is all him reminding me what happened in the game that I'm continuing. Here we go. Okay, hold on, sir. Oh my goodness. The trees seemed to close in around you as a chill mist descended. In the distance, you could hear the clinking of metal on stone. I should have realized the boss fight, because that was clearly a boss fight symbol, was gonna step things up aesthetically. A hobbled figure stood in your path. Yeehaw! 'Twas the prospector. Okay. This is brilliant. This is a brilliant touch. He's got a pack mule, which does nothing but absorb damage, and it'll move over, so I guess I'll get to learn what happens if there's a thing in the way. Unless I kill the coyote, which I am probably going to do. This is the hardest boss. Interesting. Interesting. Well. That's what I was thinking. Get a good hit in on the pack mule, maybe. I gotta learn how moving works. No cub at all. That's the only thing I can do. Okay. I'm gonna take your advice and find out what happens here. Maybe I'll get a squirrel. Get another squirrel and summon... What shall I summon? Just go with the full-grown wolf. On 1? Alright. I'll be guided here for a moment. I can be cooperative. In spurts. Ding that bell. Alright. We hit him. Okay. So the mule's arrow changed directions, I think. So it couldn't go, not unlike a green Koopa Troopa. Or a red. Any Koopa Troopa that bumps into an obstacle turns directions. Yeah. I don't even know why. But I did have the feeling I would want the mule dead. For now, I mean, the wolf will work on it. Let's draw a squirrel. And get the cub in the field. Big mistake? Well, we must learn from the consequences of our actions. I think, let's see what happens. I'm not too proud to accept help. I don't want to give that impression. But I do like to bumble on my own a little. Okay, so, well, the wolf is definitely going to take care of the pack mule. The coyote is going to get another hit on me. Unless I summon something. Not the raven, though. Oh, in fact, no, I'm not going to be summoning anything. The coyote is just going to hit me. Ah, and I've learned. Okay, the pack mule actually pushed the coyote. No, it didn't. I killed one and the other one came in. And that's what the pack mule bounced off this wall, went to the right. Okay. For now, I'll take another one of my cards. Can't play it yet, though. For now, let's, I don't know. Ho 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 ho! Dag nabbit, my mule! The pack mule actually has a pack full of stuff. That's fun. And now I've got an adder, and nowhere's to place it. This coyote will come forward and not kill this wolf? Yeah, I don't see any reason to play anything. We're simpatico there. I will take a squirrel, I guess. I mean, whatever. Bunch of damage. How you feeling, Prospector? I hope you didn't think it would be that easy. I didn't, Prospector. And you see, the reason I didn't think it would be that easy is because you explained the candle gimmick to me immediately beforehand. Lost gold in them cards. I actually don't yet see why it was a mistake. Oh! Oh! Oh, I get it. Now I see why. Aha! Gold! I've struck gold. Oh, whoops. Well, it's not me. The host lost the character voice of the Prospector. Okay. Alright, that's a twist. So now I've got cards here. Gold nuggets. Can they be sacrificed? No. Oh, I need to draw a card first. Well, I mean, give me one of my real cards, I guess. And then... yeah, out of space. There's no room. Okay, well... beat on the gold nuggets. Get him! He's doing the Prospector again? Easy boss. The mule's key. Well, thank you, Stout. But actually, I already, I solved that one all on my own. However, we do have a situation here. So, let's see. What's this story? When an opposing creature is placed opposite to an empty space, a card bearing the sigil will move to that empty space. Well, I don't quite. Alright. So, let's go with a squirrel. Yeah, this is definitely this is a squirrel moment because I got 2 squirrels in my hand. And then, well, this will kill the coyote real good. I'm taking 2 damage here voluntarily. But I still have my pliers as a gimmick. And also, if I lose, it's not the end of the world. It's totally fine. Is there anything else No, because I don't have any more squirrels. I could just put a squirrel down as a block. But, we'll take it. It's fine. Coyote dies. Take squirrel. Stoat has 3. And the Stoat, while I'm dealing with this situation, I need something I can sacrifice for 1 blood. Play the Snapper? Yeah, you know what? The Adder served his purpose. Ding. The Adder can even poison the gold nugget. That's funny. Ah, I see what the Bloodhound does. Oops. Okay, now I understand what that means. I regret everything now, but yeah, the Stoat. Oh, the Stoat can finish the Bloodhound off. Back of the board, back on the board. Yeah, that's right, Mr. Stoat. And then, I mean, I'm taking a hit from the Raven. There's no getting around that. Hopefully it's not my death. I mean, not the Raven, the Adder. Okay, so I'm landing hits on him. But what am I doing? I guess I'll just block the Adder by sacrifice the squirrel that way. And just get a few more hits on him. Okay. And then, oh, a wolf cub. But I gotta wait for him to take this out before I can really get anything else much going on. We're playing a Farewell Squirrels game for now. Not yet. Not yet, my friend. Yeehaw! Allow me to light your candles once more. I won't be killing you quite yet. Oh, thanks, man. Sweet. Please do. You're the first in a while to overcome a boss. As a reward, you are granted an opportunity to select a rare card. Choose carefully. Alright, so if I decide I want to ask for it, Robinson, I won't ask unless there was just a boss. Because that'd be frustrating. I'm like halfway through a zone or whatever. I'm like, okay, Robinson, tell me, how do I do it? For fuck's sake, man. Say hello if I see a snake. Or a Yuli. This level of brutish strength Needs no explanation. Costs a lot to summon, hits hard, takes damage. Does not require an explanation. That's true. The uninspiring Gek. Okay. Perhaps you can find a use for it? Perhaps. So the Gek, there's a gimmick obviously with the Gek. Child 13. Poor abandoned child. Thank you, Robinson. It's yeah, I never I was like 30. I was over 30 before I had any facial hair. I always just shaved every second day, kept clean shaven, and then I got a faculty position and I thought, you know what? I need to at least try to look older than the students. And now, like, I'm running out of time. There's still a short window of like a few more years of my life where I could shave the mustache and people would be like, oh my god, you look like you're, and say some really, really young age. But then eventually I'll go past that threshold, and if I shave the mustache, they'll just be like, oh wow. Have you been sleeping okay? Poor abandoned child. It does not die when sacrificed, but do you have the heart to try? Thank you. No, yeah, that's it's holding on for now. The youthfulness for the most part. But yeah, I'm 38 years old. There's a time once in the past, like early in my faculty position, it was only part-time, and so I had other I still had jobs like in the faculty where I did my degree and stuff, and like research jobs. And so one day, yeah, I'm definitely leaning. It's the obvious choice, but I'm definitely leaning towards the Urayuli. But I showed up one day. It was a day where I had no classes and no office hours, so I just showed up in my regular clothes to just go to meetings and then sit in my office and type. And a student and a kid was like, Mr. Ross. And I looked up and he was like, you look like a student. And I was like, yeah, well, sure. I'm just James, actually, right now. Come along, Urayuli. With the sound of the prospector's pickaxe still ringing in your ears, you carried onwards. I'm gonna pour myself some water here. How am I doing for time? I got time. Can only do a fairly short session today. But even fairly short means I got an hour or so. Not yet. Let me have another a little more experience, a little more sense of the cards. So so I know what I want to guarantee farming for. With the sound of the prospector's pickaxe still ringing in your ears, you carried onwards. Yeah, we got tickets to the early afternoon or mid-afternoon matinee of Barbie. And then we're going to see Oppenheimer tonight. We're doing the whole meme. Movies are back, baby. The rank smell of rot and mold permeated the humid air. Every step forward was answered by some nearby slip or slither. You tread cautiously into the Wetlands. That's good to know, Robinson. I have a tendency in Slay the Spire. I can build awesome decks in Slay the Spire and do great. And then sometimes, there's a whole lot of dark questions about these cards, Timpinsky. Not the least being, why is everything here covered with blood and stinking of rot? But I also sometimes in Slay the Spire am just like, ooh, that card looks cool. I wonder what that does. What would it be like if I had that card? And just build like a terrible deck and get killed by the first boss. Even though I've, won this game many times. The monstrous grizzly. Its form speaks enough of its efficacy. The stalwart snapper. A near impenetrable defense. The fervid mantis. That's our Stimpinski, always seeking after the forbidden knowledge. Its prying claws strike both to the left and the right. Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, even if I didn't just also think that mantises are cool. The actual ability of the mantis. Let's go and power up a card. Oh man. Yeah, that would be quite a sacrifice to make. A group of starving survivors stood around a dying campfire. There is room for a creature around the fire, one said. The warmth will enhance its power, said another. One of the survivors said nothing at all, but could not stop licking their lips. I hate you people. Obviously, I'm going to power up the mantis. That's a thought, but I'm already getting really hyped about this split attack ability, so making it stronger really appeals to me. The power of the mantis was enhanced by the warmth. As one of the survivors began pulling a knife from their pocket, he withdrew. So these survivors are obviously, they're starving. They're extremely tempted by the possibility of maybe even cannibalism, but at the very least, killing my creature and eating it. Oh, you know what? I hadn't thought about this, but I guess the sacrificed mantis, if I sacrifice the mantis to give its split attack to the Uralehi, whatever, or anybody, it's not going to bring along the enhancement, is it? What can you do? Welcome to the team, Mantis. Yeah, these survivors, for all of their ukulele, for all of their, obviously feeling tempted to eat us, they're not quick on the draw. Yeah, I think that makes sense now, given the choices I've made. A beehive. When it's struck, a bee is created in your hand. A bee is defined as 1 power, 1 health, airborne. Okay. The Kingfisher is both airborne, but also waterborne. A card bearing this sigil submerges itself during its opponent's turn. While submerged, opposing creatures attack its owner directly. Okay, interesting. And the Raven Egg obviously is going to hatch a raven. It definitely sounds annoying, the Kingfisher sigil here. Okay, so here's a raven coming. Hey, there's a spider on the table. There's a spider on the table. Oh, there it goes. Don't worry. Didn't mean to alarm you, Mr. Creepy Dealer. Well, he's not a dealer. He's just the game master. Okay. Well, I can summon the porcupine, who could take a hit from nobody. They're not sending anyone forward that's going to attack us yet. And since they're not sending anyone to attack us, our thoughts are one, Robinson. I'm going to kick the beehive to get Apparently to get friendly bees. Oh, come on, sir. I'm working on it. Tapping your fingers impatiently at me. Ding. Ouch. And now he's submerged. I can't hit him. Are there eventually like... Oh yes. Definitely killing the egg. No question there. Except... What am I killing it with? Can't summon anything unless I sacrifice my porcupine, and then I'm not hitting the beehive. Do I have a squirrel bottle? No. I guess I take a squirrel for now? Yeah. I mean, go here, buddy. It doesn't matter. You're just there to get stabbed next time. I'll get my squirrel cutting knife sharpened and ding that bell. We got a bee. Yikes. Yeah. Raven is bad news. 2 damage to me for free every time. We definitely want him in here. I can also just play the bee. That's fun. But okay. Oh, and a river otter is coming. Gotta take a look at that. Very smooth control scheme in this game. Like the keyboard, very simple keyboard controls combined with simple mouse controls. All very intuitive. So the river otter story is also about being waterborne. Yeah, he's waterborne but not airborne, so anyone I put there is just going to be killed. Get my bee out there and ding that bell. Oh! Right, of course. The beehive had more than 1 hit point, which should have been very clear to me since it was still on the map. Is there like a brown bear and it's really good at fishing? You can get the waterborne guys eventually? Okay. Well, I could sacrifice a bee and get something out there. I don't know. So this guy's waterborne but not airborne. So if I put something here, it's getting killed. Unless I put the river snapper there. Now that you point this out, yes. Another waterborne creature. Rather than specifically a fishing mammal. A landborne fishing mammal. Look at him. He's like staring at the clock. He's like, how long is this goddamn guy going to take to make his turn here? You've served us well, bee. But I want to just make sure this otter can't hit me. And also, we have a replacement for you. We don't really need you. Ding. Ooh, my wolf killed. But we're in a strong position. Raven egg coming, but the porcupine will take care of that. It'll take him 2 turns. Okay, so I mean I have no cards to play. There's no point in taking the squirrel right now. I got the mantis. Costs 1. It attacks to its 2 sides, so putting it here would be foolish. Alright. Ding. Oh! How brutal of you. You dealt me more damage than you needed to win. Sir, I'm not at all clear on how much damage I need to deal to win. However, in my game, such feats are rewarded. To be precise, a tooth to keep for each extra damage dealt. The trapper may be interested in your spoils. Yes! What's the hardest achievement? Is it getting through with no teeth? Hey, who's gonna join our little band? The apotheosized goat. Apotheosized goat. I know how to pronounce apotheosis. Apotheosized. There. Oh, wow. That does sound hard. The truest offering. Sacrificing it grants 3 blood. Oh my goodness. Well, that seems... This is an early front runner. Another river snapper. The watchful bullfrog. It leaps in the way of attacking flyers. Oh, cool. That's cool, but I'm sorry. The black goat of the woods with 1,000 young, Shubniguth, is definitely... Yeah, because that's going to help us get the Uralei on the board. Kind of shy on items right now, though. Yeah, I think? Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Because also, I suppose, like, just as a deck management thing, I want to keep doing this. So the sacrifice... Oh! 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 I'm sorry, Porcupine. Pine on Mantis? No, I'm sorry. It's got to be Pine on River Snapper for me. Spiky Turtle? Smokey! Hello! Although I can see the case for the Pine on the Mantis. Because then the Pine on the Mantis gives it something to do to the thing in front of it, even passively. But, like a big armored tank with spikes. Oh, whoops. I misremembered this as actually showing the vertical rock slapping down on the horizontal rock. He's completely insane. You see that, right? No care for the rules. Pathetic, really. It only keeps me around to watch me suffer. Oh, no worries, Smokey. We were happy to have you there for any of it, and I certainly don't want anyone to deprive themselves of sleep. It was we barely got started in the Frozen Crypt scenario, but it's also going to go pretty quick. Like, we did 3 rounds, and I bet this might be like a 7-round thing. Oh, yeah. Our thoughts are one, Robinson. Okay. So, we have the Kingfisher coming, so the Mantis won't be harmed by it, but then he can... Well, he can't get the Kingfisher over here, right? But at least he'll get the Coyote. That's another twist in this game. If you're playing it and people are watching you, it's actually mingling. You're getting telepathically linked at the subconscious level. Look at him. Love it. Ding. Stabby, stabby. Alright. So obviously, Mantis will take care of the Coyote and get another 2 damage. It would be nice to have the Bullfrog, because this is a thing that I'm not thrilled with. For now, I need blood. So, come along, squirrel. I'm just gonna drop you down. You draw the card, the image on it is completely incomprehensible. The name is an extremely tiny font so that it can fit there, and if you read the name aloud, the table just catches on fire and everybody disappears. Everyone's face melts off. The God card. Alright, Stout. You're going in. And you're just going to go here and just rain on. It's just going to be free damage going back and forth in this lane. This spot? You sure? There's no going back now, Stouty. Ding. Hits on me. And the River Otter once again is just it goes down. Well, I'm not sure we're going to get the Urali out. I'm not sure this battle will last long enough. Yeah, I got nothing. Probably doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah, that one went good. The real moose. The creatures of the wild make way for it. The bullfrog. And the river snapper. Okay, so this is at the end of the owner's turn. A card bearing this sigil will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil creatures. Inscribed in the sigil. Oh, there's a period. Really hard to read. Creatures in the way will be pushed in the same direction. So it kind of just like drags enemy creatures. I'm leaning bullfrog because I want to be able to block the airborne. Come along, bullfrog. Another sacrifice. Clean up the deck a little. Oh, a message. I should check just in case it's... just good old responsible Greg saying, given that there's a bunch of flash flooding going on. Yeah, where to? Given there's a lot of flash flooding going on, he's saying we should look into what roads are closed so we can get to the theater to see Barbie successfully. Let's get some items. A gust from this may lift your creatures into the air, if only for a turn. Well, that sounds like it could be vital. Its bleeding yields 3 blood. If you could ignore the bleeding. Bleating, not bleeding. And like a free black goat seems like a good option. And I've already got pliers. Black goat in a bottle. With 1,000 young. How do you fit all 1,000 young in the bottle with the black goat? Sparrow's coming. Kingfisher coming. And the coyote. Okay. So the mantis here will take care of the coyote. Not take care... No, the sparrow it will also take care of. Alright. Yeah. Ooh. We've drawn the Ureuli. Ureuli. Absolutely no chance I'm ever going to consistently pronounce that name. Ah, yes. What was I thinking? And the mantis. To 3. Excellent. Ding ding. 4 damage. Ooh. That was 5 damage back to me, but that's not going to be an ongoing problem right now. Another sparrow approaches. I guess for now, let's just get a squirrel going. I don't think I'm going to get into a desperate enough situation right now to be like, smash the bottle, play the ukulele. Well, our minds were in the exact opposite direction there. I think I'll bring the ukulele in, smash that bottle in the boss fight. Or at least, the first time I feel like, oh man, I got to do this. But for now, ding. 2 kills. 2 damage to me. Wait, hold on. Okay. I should take... I've got 1 squirrel out there. If I take another squirrel, I can summon the raven. But the raven's not going to stop an enemy. But it is going to do 2 damage to counterbalance the enemies. Or I could summon the ukulele. Oh, okay. So at least this... Okay. I'm not at the point... I'm not suddenly about to lose. And yet... Yeah. It's time. Let's do it. You only live once. Well, actually, technically you live twice. You got 2 candles. Oh, but the black goat itself needs a sacrifice. So we can't play the ukulele just yet, unless I also sacrifice the mantis. Which I might as well, if what I'm doing... Yeah, okay. Sure. Let's kill the sparrow first. No, I'll just take the open lane. Oh! I won clean, as opposed to with overkill. Alright. Who's going to come along with our merry band of forest adventurers? The mantis? The grizzly? Or the bullfrog? Well, if we took another mantis, I could sacrifice it to juice up my ukulele. Welcome to the team, Mantis. Time to die. Wait, no, no, come back. I'm sorry. Super Mantis, I did not mean to imply that you were the sacrifice. Did you mean wrong like I was sacrificing the wrong Mantis? Or you think this is the wrong choice? Period. Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, this definitely seems like a choice to make. Well, it was nice knowing you, Mantis. Whatever your actual name was. It's time to infuse your soul into this forest beast we found. Some kind of fisherman, the angler? Oh! My boss battles are high-stakes tests of your aptitude. With one flame, you will either overcome them or die. Fear not. I will let you keep the smoke. I see. A foul smell invaded your nostrils and caused your throat to seize. A hulking man sat by a brackish pond with his feet submerged in the dark water. He pulled a hook from a pile of rotting fish and rose to his feet. Well, I'm not going to take that because I'll already be so upset that I died. The $5 will just be extra pain. I am the angler. Go fish. Alright, buddy. So what's the story with this smoke card? It's just there. It absorbs a hit. Maybe it does something weird that's not implied. We got the Kingfisher coming. To have my goat. Oh well. Let's get the wolf cub in action. So, you're predicting I'm going to die. It's also the easiest boss. I assume that means there's some gimmick. There's an underlying gimmick, like you're fighting the Phantom Train in Final Fantasy. You just got to use the Phoenix down on it. Final Fantasy VI. Go here, Wolf Cub. Ding. Which fish? Hard shoes. What the hell is that? He's doing something. He's doing something I don't like to my wolf. That's what I was thinking. Hold on. I think I might hear Danielle saying something to me. I should go find out. Hold on. Can I get my cursor free? Alright. Brief intermission, team, while I see if, in fact, Danielle is saying something in the background. I'll be right back with you. Okay, we're back at it. A very minor and easily resolved emergency. of Danielle not being able to locate her ADHD medication. I've taken care of it. Yeah, let's get a squirrel out there. Somewhere where it's not going to be harmed. Fresher fish. Easy choose. Okay, so I'm getting the feeling he's going to like steal my card right off the thing. Let's find out. Ding. Mine now. Go fish. Oh, good twist, buddy. When I said he's going to steal my card, I was only thinking of him taking it off the board. I wasn't thinking of him making it his own. Okay. He's sending in a bullfrog. I'm going to send in the river snapper. And the bullfrog is going to kill itself. Bing. But here's this. Ah! Too fast. Too soon. Well, that's a gimmick. Mighty Leap. Block airborne. It's gonna rain down damage on me, obviously. Well, let's find out. But I think you're right. Craven. Doesn't matter. They're gonna block airborne. Interesting. Well, what can I do? I don't really see anything to do. This just feels like a bad situation for the team. I'm gonna put the smoke out just to block a shot. Prolong the inevitable here. Alright, angry fisherman. Ding. Alright, well. You've won this time, it looks like, angler, with your fish lips. At least one of the grizzly bears dies with me. Huh. Go fish. Oh, dude. I had a feeling, obviously, that a game over in this game was going to lead to something freaky. You aren't dead yet. This isn't purgatory. Though you may think of it that way. Before you expire, I must ask you a favor. I would like a memento. Your very own death card. It's quite plain at the moment, isn't it? We will work together to amend that. I want this to be the perfect memento of you. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed your previous remark. Hold on one sec, Robinson. Purgatory, can I do this? I don't know. Here are some cards from your mediocre deck. we can put them to good use. Please choose a card to draw the cost from. I was thinking wolf just because this feels perilous. But oh yeah, and also, okay, the wolf. Oh, we're going to make a card. Is that what's happening here? A cost of 2 blood from the wolf. And another. This time, I will use its power and health. The numbers. Wolf again? Alright. I'll be guided. I was going to go Raven. 3 power, 2 health from the wolf. Now choose a card from which we will extract the sigils. So, if I get the wolf cub here, yeah, can the wolf become something greater or something? A sigil of fledgling and a sigil of many lives from the wolf cub. I never did ask you your name. My name is James. Okay, so it's just it's a dire wolf, basically. There is now but one final matter. The portrait. Are you ready? Well, I mean, I would have, put myself together a bit more. You do not need to smile. Oh, I'm such a cheerful guy. Here we go again. Another challenger. Perhaps it is time. Perhaps you can understand bones. I sure do know Doom. Besides, playing, I was a kid when Doom was out. Played Doom a lot, on friends' computers as a kid, a fair bit. But also, when they re-released it on Switch during the pandemic, I played through Doom and Doom 2 completely. Except, actually, I never beat the final boss of Doom 2 because it's stupid and it sucks. If you can pull that off, congratulations. I just got too frustrated. I tried a bunch of times. I know bones. They hold our body up. You know me though, Stimpinski. The resourceful opossum costs 2 bones. You gain a bone when one of your creatures perishes for any reason. So including when I sacrifice them. Sacrifice to get the blood out for the first thing. Set the bones aside. And what's the opossum story? Yeah, I don't remember. I think at one point I did read about what to do. I don't know. Is there a way to cheese it? Because I didn't find anything about an exploit. I was certainly frustrated enough with that boss that I wouldn't have minded just being cheap. Okay, so let's try this out. Oh wait, hold on. What are you doing? You're sending a rattler. Ah, yeah. Wall hack, not ringing a bell. I know nothing of this wall hack. Alright. Let's get the stout out there anyway. Got a bone? From the death of your creature, you've gained a bone. You will not lose this until it is spent or the battle ends. Alright, good stuff. Your turn. Ding ding. Ah! But it only has 1 health, so we should be okay here. I'll draw a squirrel. No. I can't summon anything right now if I draw a squirrel. The bullfrog, the humble bullfrog. I guess I'm just taking 3 more damage for now. Maybe not my best approach, but so it goes. We're hanging on by a thread, but we're going to be okay. Because now I can summon the bullfrog. The bullfrog will kill this rattler. The stoat will be killed by this rattler. Then I can summon the opossum. Oh, I can summon the opossum now. Then I'm relying on getting something else to kill the rattler. I'll hang tight for a moment. I won't allow you to play a card before you draw a new one. Oh, hey, my deck sucks now. Right, because I got game over, of course. The opossum? And I might as well put out a squirrel. And now he's doing the let me win gimmick. Well, I'm not too proud to take advantage of that. Bing! Take squirrel. Yeah. Just to have a nice full row. Ding. Overkill. Give me some teeth. Alright. Oh. I forgot your figurine. Get up and fetch it for me. It's beside the safe. Yeah, this place screams escape room. Every time I get to a campfire, the host has to get up and walk over. You know what? In Final Fantasy VI, there's a puzzle in a town where everyone but one person lies, they tell you. And most of them tell you just what time it is, and then there's the clock. And if you can set the clock right, it opens up a wall. And you can go through and get a chainsaw. But the first time I got to Zozo in Final Fantasy VI, I was too young and too impatient for that. So I did just brute force it. And then, even though the answer is not at one of the ends of possibility, I guess I must have filled it out semi-randomly, because it was like the third last combination I tried on a big sheet where me and my friends were writing them all down. But there's random battles in that town, so it's annoying to walk around finding all the NPCs to talk to them about. I think. Let us continue. Let's continue. The meager coyote. What did you expect for only 4 bones? Yes, in one moment. One sec. Oh, my mother wants to know if I'm okay. Excuse me just a sec while I text my mom. There's flooding in this town. I should say to Greg, fair point about the roads. And then, imagine that. look at the flight blocking. I will do that as soon as I can, Robinson. But Greg is right. I should mention to Danielle the idea of seeing if the roads are closed and if we're going to have trouble getting to the theater. So hang tight, gang. I'll be right back with you. Slightly longer intermission because I just realized it's treats time for the cats. So I'll be back once I do both of those things. It's a good dad. Alright, hang tight, gang. All right, we're back at it. up on screen. Alright. Yes, I see the book. Oh, sweet, and I can read it even from here. And hey, it opened to the page you were asking for. Ooh. Mighty Leap. A card bearing the sigil will block an opposing creature bearing the airborne sigil. Safe number 273. Yes. Yes, I should grab a notebook. I'll use this green single subject scribbler. The single subject is random notes for RPGs. And now, mysterious deck building games. Okay, so Inscryption. I've got a header now on the page. And I'll just note Mighty Leap. Safe 273. Okay. So I'm going to go out on a limb. Actually, hold up. Suppose I should leaf through the book. Oh, wow. Okay, no. Spoilers. I don't want to be told about all the things I haven't found yet. The nefarious rattler. A brittle creature. Once past its monstrous fangs. Cost 6 bones. So, now that we've introduced the bones mechanic, they're really underscoring it for me. Presenting bones cards. The unkillable cockroach. It returns to your hand after dying. Yeah, you're not gonna nudge me too hard to have me take the immortal cockroach. Come along, cockroach. You and I are gonna get along just fine. You know, you're free to get up again. To keep your blood flowing. Oh, thanks. I did just get up to give my cats treats. And I thought the same thing. But yes. I am no tyrant. You may stand whenever the map is unrolled. It allows me time to plan your next encounter. But do keep your hands off my possessions. Okay, I'm going to touch your safe though. No, other way, please. Ah. Can it be also simple? Wow. It actually can. The stink bug. Oh, hello. I wasn't sure if I would ever escape that iron crypt. Is the stoat around? The stunted wolf? This madness must end. Once while we were playing, we were back in Gloomhaven before we were ever streaming it. Greg was playing a Vermling character, and then his character actually had dialogue for some reason. I guess it was retired, and we met it again in one of the events. And so I was reading its dialogue, and so I was doing a Vermling voice, which sounds like that. And then Greg goes, hold on, James, we got a problem here. I'm getting an echo. Greg's vocal cords, when Greg was born, his vocal cords, he couldn't even speak when he was born because his vocal cords are too far apart. And so they can't vibrate together. And the way that he learned to speak, or the way the doctors kind of explained it when he was finally able to speak, is that when he speaks, he has really, really strong muscles in his throat. And to speak, he his throat squeezes his vocal cords into a position. And so Greg has a higher voice than your average post-pubescent male because it's a strange and miraculous voice. It's actually a voice of great power. Put that away. Can I have this key, sir? Hmm. Oh yeah, no, I didn't think you did. Generally, when anyone has stopped to comment on Greg's voice, it's always in a like, your voice is interesting. Could you explain the backstory of your voice? So what do we have here? 0 of 5, and I can touch these things and slide them around. Oh, but I can't. Oh, I can slide it back. This is intriguing. And obviously this is the game. And here's the end of turn bell. And we've got sigils. Not yet. Not yet. What was this sigil again? I can't quite remember. Okay, and then... Okay. So, and there's airborne defense here. But I can't move that back. But I could take it. And there's no moving them over. And there's 0 to 5. So presumably the goal here is to do 5 damage net to the opposite. So hold on. If I'm set up like this guy's not in. Okay, I'm doing 3 here, 1 here. Oh, can't put this back. I can put that back. 1, 3. There's only 4. Two. Okay, one more time. Let me see. Okay. That only did 2. Why? What would this do? Also 2? Am I trying to take damage? I might let this sit for now. Well, no. Not yet. I want to mess with it a little. Okay. This one was 1. I'm sorry, Robinson. I'm deliberately ignoring what you're saying right now because I'm intrigued by this puzzle. So I want to... This comes out to 1. This comes out to 1 as well. So, okay, why? Okay, 1, 2, 3 here, and 1 here, and took 1 here. Why isn't that 3? Oh, this one's fully locked. That gets me up to 4. So I'm doing 4 straight damage here. 5. Okay. I think I would say that I 90% understand how I solved that puzzle. Maybe 90 is overstating it. Certainly not 100% clarity, but that was fun. That was neat. The worker ants? Formidable creatures, those ants. Very well. I will add them to your deck and make them available for future challenges. The worker ant and the queen. Neat. Okay. What about this? It's the same puzzle. 4. Well, I can see how that's 4. Wait a minute. Okay, so I did the hard one first. The skink. The hell's a skink? I forgot that I had put that there. Very well. You may add it to your deck. And I'll deal you one every so often. Oh, now I can't right-click the sigil yet? Well, one day we'll learn what that sigil does. Oh, hey. More of these. Okay. Oh, but I don't even know what the bug symbol means yet. And over here I know what the symbols mean. This is locked in, but this is not. Roach the skink. Of course. Fun fusion is the best kind of confusion, right? 2. Oh, wait, because I'm taking 1 here. And I'm getting killed, and so not doing these? No, that's still 2? But why? Nope. At least I understand why moving that from there to there would turn a 2 to a 0, based on what I'm assuming is happening here. But this is opaque to me. There's also only so many possible combinations. Just comforting. What if I gave it to you? That makes no difference. That makes it 0. 2. So the 2 obviously is here and here. I can't move this and I can't move this. So will this make it 3? No. Is it because it gets killed? Does he go first? Three. 5. Not gonna lie. That was just, I don't know. I don't know why I solved that, but without having met her, this wood carving is meaningless. In time, you will understand its power. Okay. Okay. Is this like a... Well, hold on. What's the default state? The default state is 0. Can I understand why the default state is 0? No. I would expect the default state to be 1. This one can't be moved. The default state is still 0. That stays 0. That's 1. Will this be 3? Yes. 4. This is doing something, I guess. Still 4. That's 2. That one... So of these four, I mostly understood how I solved the first one. The first one being the second one, if we're going clockwise from the top left. Oh, that's not clockwise. Clockwise goes from 12 o'clock. 100% understood how I solved the second one. The third one I did, I just purely brute forced. And this one, like, when I made that last move, I was very confident it was going to solve the puzzle. But I didn't and do not know why. Curious. The caged wolf. Alright. Well. Still got time to play some more cards. Oh, hey, you've got lots of creepy stuff over here. Where are you, sir? Oh, whoops, I see. Let's get some items. So this game is very cool. I'll take a black goat in a bottle, please. And onward. You again? Indeed! Our friend freed me. Well, I basically told them how to do it. You got a plan? We have. Another friend here. You've got to be... I wouldn't call him a friend, but I suppose we are in deep this time. Alright, he's sending forth the porcupine and the coyote. Okay, so the loose tail. When a card bearing this sigil would be struck, a tail is created in its place, and a card bearing this sigil moves to the right. I see. So I suppose I could put the skink here to absorb the first coyote strike. What's the stink bug story? Stinky. The creature opposing a card bearing this sigil loses 1 power. The stink bug could also be a strategy against the coyote. Oh, I can't even get the... Okay. It's actually... Right now it's skink or stoat. And the stoat is obviously who I want to send against the porcupine when I do. But for now, I think I want to deal with the coyote. So let's see what this skink is all about. Ding. It's hard to call it cowardly. Okay. So. Now I want to get the stoat in here against the porcupine. Or I could put the stink bug. Oh, I can do both. Well, that's the strategy then. Okay. Back in the game. Ding. Oh, wait. Damn it. I'm sorry, Stoat. I wasn't thinking. I've gotten you killed. Ack. It's true. You're right to say ack. That's my bad, buddy. In fact, no, it's not time yet. Ding. Mutual sacrifice. But we're racking up points. Oh, and his deck is gone. This is all academic now. Alright. Who's gonna join the band? The wolf? The bullfrog? Or James? Hey, I like that guy. It's not my best picture, but he didn't give me time to pose. It's time for a sacrifice. I can sacrifice myself? I don't think I will, but I could. What's the Ant Queen's story? Ant spawner. When a card bearing the sigil is played, an ant is created in your hand. That makes sense. What does this mean? Alright, there. That bit of knowledge would have helped me understand to a much greater degree what the hell was going on in that in the bottom left of the drawer puzzles. Let's see. Yeah, why not make an immortal skink, right? Congratulations. Alright, Skinky. I hope you like the taste of cockroach soul. How am I for time? A little over half hour left. Next week, at least so far. Well, I gotta know what this is. At least so far, next weekend has not presented a Saturday thing that is going to force me to stream at a weird time, stream for a shorter time, or at least stream with a hard stop time. I got a feeling I'm going to dive deep. So strange. Why can't I remember his name? I believe I lost some of my memory in the Flash? I don't know, stink bug. So the thing is... Ah, right. Yes. So the coyote moves, the river otter ducks. If I made him one weaker, the stink bug could kill him. Oh, but he's bones. What have I done? I have no choice but to play the bullfrog, who might as well play, like, here. I mean, I also have the choice of not doing anything, but I like doing things, so that's tough. That's a tough call to make. Ding. So he's gonna do 3 to me. That's a bad start. However, uh-oh. Alrighty, this is not to our advantage. I think I'll take a squirrel? I'll use a squirrel to block the coyote, get the bones, and then we can get the stink bug out there. Alright, bullfrog is doomed. And I need blood. Oh, but I also have a squirrel in a bottle. So I can put the Ant Queen out there. Right now, the Ant Queen's only going to do 1 damage, because she'll be the only ant. I'll draw... Ooh. I'm going to draw... It's the stoat. There's a way out. Something. There's a way out of this foul cabin. I missed a bit of what you said there, Stoat. And then the host said, I will tear you to pieces. But we'll see about that. Okay. So I could put the Stoat down, and he could take out... No, he couldn't. But he could hurt the coyote, prevent it from hitting me. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, right. The coyote moved, so I will adjust my stout plan, too. Total misplay. No, I disagree. Oh, and I can have the stink bug now, can I? No. Yes. Actually, maybe I should have used the stink bug there. Oh, well. Stink bug can make the otter useless, right? Yep. Okay. So now I'm doing more damage to him than he's doing to me. So it's under control. Just draw a squirrel for now. And put the squirrel here while I get ready to sacrifice it. I can absorb the porcupine shot here. Because I'm putting out 2 damage and he's only putting out 1. The ant queen has 3 health, so she can finish off the porcupine. I see the way this is going. I concede. You may accept my surrender, or you may finish this match the slow way. So I shake his hand to accept his surrender. I'm sorry, sir. I hope you can understand why I'm not comfortable touching your freaky hands. Power in numbers. The ants' creed. Oh, right. I forgot about the ant queen's spawning mechanic. Well, at least we're not doing it the slowest possible way. And, oh yeah. No need to surrender, buddy. It's over. Got some teeth for the overkill. Roll it up. We're on the way. What is this symbol? I guess we'll find out when we go to it. Ah! You were stopped along the way by a trapper looking to liquidate his pelts. There was something uncanny about his appearance, but you were quickly distracted by his wares. Care to look at me pelts? Take a pelt, free of charge. See the quality? They're all free? This feels like a trick. This feels like... oh no, he's just saying take the rabbit pelt for free. Not you can have the 7 cost... Oh, and the currency is teeth. Makes sense. Rabbit pelt. So I guess these are cards that just provide defense. You're leaving already? No, that's not what I was trying to do. I'm sorry. Please, consider my pelts. Well, I mean, I got the teeth for it. Give me a wolf pelt, you pitiful... I mean, you know, abject begging is a sales strategy. There. That's all I can do for you, buddy. So yeah, the hand action here is to sweep up my pelt cards and be on my way. Thanks for your business. The man assured you of the value of the pelts. They appeared to be useless in a fight. But he mentioned that the trader further down the path would reward you for them. Well then, not useless. Let's power something up. The warm light of the campfire was a welcome sight. though the 10 hungry eyes around it dampened the greeting. Warm a creature by the fire? Enhance its health? Said one. Health +2. Sweet. Pick something else. Ow. So, like a healthier bullfrog would be good for the purpose of blocking flying things. A healthier ant queen could last longer. I think I'll go with the bullfrog. Just be careful, bullfrog. The bullfrog can get too close to the fire and not even realize it. I think that's an urban legend that you can actually, the slow boiling of frogs, but the survivors were right about the flames. They had enhanced the creature's health. Spotting a few of the survivors drooling, you made a hasty retreat with your bullfrog. Alright, deal them up. Look, there's a third talking card somewhere around here. Personally, I hate the guy. Biggest killjoy ever. But he's the only one of us with a plan to get the things. To get things back to normal. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, Stout, but today is probably not the day that I'm going to start the search for this third talking card. Okay. We have a porcupine coming and a coyote coming. If I put myself out to counter the coyote, no, because I won't get the power up in time. The Stout can beat the coyote, though. Fine. Ding ding. Ah, sorry, Stout. You're doomed now, buddy. In fact, you're exceptionally doomed. It's time for James to enter the field of play. Sorry, pal. Wow, seriously? Yep. It was gonna happen anyways. And the opossum can just get a free hit here. Ding ding. Did I neglect to mention overkill damage? You did. Excess damage is not wasted. It carries over to the card behind the mangled corpse of the victim. Lucky for you. That was lucky for me. And I powered up. I've got no cards in my hand, so right now it's just a battle of attrition. I'll draw the Ant Queen, and I'll ding. It's over. Thanks for playing, pal. Ooh, what's this one? You encountered a small outpost in the woods tended by a mysterious woman. I feel like there should be a comma after woods. It was the trader that the old trapper had mentioned. Her appearance was unsettling, but you were mollified by her offerings. Do you mind if I examine those pelts of yours? Yeah, take a look. Let's start with your hair pelts. Here's what I can offer. I can trade you any of these. Take your time. Okay. Yeah, well, I've never seen the Rat King. Bone King. When a card bearing this sigil dies, 4 bones are awarded instead of 1.
I don't have any... I mean, I do have things, but I haven't had like a real bone economy issue yet. Oh. Yes. Yes, that's promising. The Canadian in me also thinks, you know, probably get a moose on the team at some point. But yeah, I see the case for the alpha. What about this wolf pelt? Oh, wolf pelts too? Exquisite. Ooh, they come with extra sigils. They can get a stinky river snapper. They get a coyote that levels up. An infinite sacrifice alpha. What does this elk do? Oh, the guardian thing. That's a weird combo. Because it's already just automatically moving on its own. Immortal Sparrow. Jumping Rat King. Guardian Mantis. That's kind of a funny one. Because the mantis can't actually fight the thing directly in front of it. So it just sacrifices itself. So this is a male. This is a male mantis, for sure. The sparrow feels promising. Although there's something to be said for a really stinky river snapper. No, I'll be guided. Sure. These pelts... Oh, sorry. These pelts are most excellent. My thanks. I'm going into the boss fight. I have some items. I think enhancing cards right now is where I want to be at. Warm a creature by the fire? Enhance its power? Said a hungry survivor. Hell yeah. More powerful skink, you're thinking? I'm actually thinking OP Bullfrog. Bullfrog on steroids is what I'm going to go with. The fire warmed the weary bullfrog and enhanced its power. You suspected the intentions of the survivors were less than pure. Yeah, because they want to eat us, but they're so hungry they can't even do an ambush right. Oh, I'm only just noticing now that to save himself time... Or are these pencils? This bullfrog has a very, very enlarged heart. With your bullfrog in tow, you retreated into the woods. This is it. Well, no. It. This is the first boss. Again, right? But I get the smoke. The incessant clank, clank, clanking reverberated between your ears. The path ahead was blocked by a grotesque figure. 'Twas the prospector! Yow! Colin Sarnett. Should have known it'd be you. Alright. It's quite a soundscape. Pack mule. Coyote. As we've learned, the key is getting this pack mule dead. Meanwhile, I want to thwart the coyote. So I think I'll start... Ooh. I didn't realize the smoke was full of bones. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Get the skink there so that it hops over, leaves the tail, blocks the coyote. Yeah. Simpatico. Like in the set, if the tail didn't get killed, I could sacrifice it. I figured. Although it seems like it'd be tricky to get the thing to not be sacrificed. Oh, the wriggling tail came back to my hand. Or something. Oh, right, because I made the skink unkillable, its tail remains unkillable. Brilliant. Okay, so what's coming? Obviously, I want to hurt the pack mule. I want to deal with the coyote. Yeah, I don't need a squirrel at all. So I'll take a good card. Hey, it's me! I like that guy. But for now, I want to get the bullfrog out there. The mighty, mighty bullfrog. He's alright, he's alright. Alright, ding ding. Instant kill of the skink, but the skink is undying. Joke's on you, Adder. You're about to get skinked. Oh, yes, you're right. I'm sorry, sir. Prospector boss, again. Yeah, I get it, buddy. You're sick of being trapped in this game. Laying it on a little thick. Yeah, like get an infinite loop going with the skink. Although it's this time the skink's gonna get the kill. Okay. The wolf. Let's see. He's about to move out of the way. That's frustrating. How much does he have left? 3? Do I have anyone with a 3 attack? I have a 3 attack. Bad news, Skinky. And we've got loads of bones, but no bone summon cards yet. Oh man, this is twisted. Because now I could use the wriggling tail to get the skink back out there. But anyway. At a certain point, we're just beating up an old man. Dag nabbit! The coyote just killed me. Oh, right, because I hadn't lasted a whole turn. It's like a bones... Oh, right. So I could sacrifice the smoke? Interesting. Okay. Okay. Well, I only need to do 1 damage to the coyote. The bat's not the way to do it. But I can summon the bat anyway. Okay. Oh, yes, yes, draw. I'm sorry, sir. Now I want to play some cards. Mantis can't deal with the coyote. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Okay, so it's in a cage. It can't attack, but it's mighty. I'll put him there to slow down the coyote, and then I'll use my bones to get a bat out there. And I'm going to put out one of your lights, buddy. There's gold in them cards. Oh, right. Okay. This is a strategy that I will officially employ going forward. Oh. But I gotta remember the heat up action that each boss does. What was that? What was that? Colin Sarnett. Gold! I've struck gold! The Bloodhound. It's a guardian type. Obviously the wolf's gonna finish off the coyote. I can't do anything about my gold nuggets. Fill up my hand and ding my bell. Get him! You got him. But it's not a great scene for you. 3 health? Who do I have with 3 attack? The wolf. But I can't summon the wolf. I think for now I'll just protect myself, right? And chip away. Unless... yeah, that's the move. Opossum, we hardly knew ye. Hey, Stinkbug's back in town. And reducing the Bloodhound's attack power will keep the Stinkbug alive. Shall we? We shall. Let me relight your candles. Please do. Very well. You may choose a rare card. Okay. I have no words for this freak of nature. The long elk. I don't know what part of the long elk we're seeing there. But it is... has the touch of death. So it's an instant killer. And it's a sprinter. Moves in the direction described on the sigil. Cool. The Gek. And the pack rat. The prudent pack rat. Never doubt the utility of a well-stocked pack. Assume that means on death he gives up some cards. When a card bearing the sigil is played, you will receive a random item as long as your pack is not full. Yeah. Yeah, come along, pack rat. I like this long elk, too, but... after the harrowing encounter with the prospector, you gathered yourself and continued onwards. Let me see. The air grew thick with moisture. The buzzing and chirping of insects drowned out the sound of your footfalls. You beheld the wetlands. Alright. So, I technically have like 9 minutes, but I think this is a natural stopping point. Frustrating because, oh wow, yes, this game is engrossing, and I could do this until my hip started screaming at me. You are 38 years old. You cannot just sit for this long. Okay. So I think that's where I'll shut her down. Robinson, I'm going to torment you by saying you gotta wait. This is my audience lure to get you back next week. I will like you to teach me how to farm next week. But yeah, all right. This is good. This is brand management, you know. Make sure you give everyone an incentive. Okay. So, first impressions of Inscryption. In one sense, oh hey, Jack of 320. In one sense, this is like exactly what I was expecting in a way. Like it's a deck builder with weird stuff. But in other ways, like, I was a little worried that, it's a deck builder game, but it's also acclaimed for its weird stuff that people say, you gotta go in blind. So, like, will the deck builder mechanics start out dull? No. The simple little, the card game we're playing is fun in its own right. And that's important to me. So, I'm a fan of this so far. Looking forward to seeing how it shapes up. So here's what else is going on at 58 Dream Street coming up. Tomorrow, I'll be back here playing Quest for Glory Shadows of Darkness. Speaking of swamps full of dead people. Because there's a swamp in Quest for Glory Shadows of Darkness. And it's filled with the grasping hands of the dead. I'm going to try to get cracking on the Rusalka quest. And also just, I want to try and have an Arana dream within Mordavia where the staff is. I'm not sure if that's even possible. I'm going to try it. I want to talk to Katrina again, see if she reveals anything new. And I want to go back and see the Travelers again, see if they have anything new to say. And then besides that, it's, pick one of the threads that I've got dangling and start tugging at it. Tuesday, Greg will be over here, and we'll be beating him up. We're going to play Super Double Dragon, and then if we get our fill of that within our allotted time, we're going to check out the Combat Tribes, which is a game that Technos Japan's main development team made instead of making Double Dragon 3. They outsourced Double Dragon 3, the third game in their one of their flagship series, to make a beat 'em up called the Combat Tribes, which I don't know much about. We'll see. Wednesday and Thursday, Ogre Battle, the March of the Black Queen. Then it'll be Friday for Friday Night Frosthaven, wrap up the Frozen Crypt scenario, and then we're back here, probably a little later in the day. Maybe not, I don't know. Stay tuned to the schedule. Playing Inscryption, a really cool deck builder. Outsourced. I don't know. Not a clue. Alright, so yeah, that's it. Sweet. It was a pleasure to meet you, Robinson. Hope you come back. Hope to see you again. Thanks everyone for stopping by. That's not what I say. I have a whole spiel. Yeah, this is a recurring thing here. Whenever I think about it, I'm just completely lost. I don't know how I even normally say it, how it's supposed to be said. It's all over my head. If you stuck around to the end, thanks for sticking around to the end. If you came and you left, you can't hear my voice, but I'm glad you stopped by anyway. So thanks for stopping by. And until the next time that we're across the creepy table together and you're doing your hypno eyes at me, take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.